Oh boy, that my voice sounded shaky doing that, didn't it? So I am 1 minute early, but I wanted to post something if I can. There we go, and I want to show it. Welcome everyone. So I am really excited to be here today, and I'm excited to show you a new technique or something. It's not new. Let me reverse that. Rewind. It's not a new technique, but it's new to me, and I wanted to share it with you. And it's super super cool. And it's a double embossing is what we're going to do today. There's different types of double embossing, but I think you're going to really like the one that I have planned for today. So let me just check and make sure that everything is okay, and it is. So we're good to go. So we're just gonna chat a little bit and wait for everybody to jump on. Hopefully you guys will be able to find me. Hey, Carol, Carol's here. Yay! So so I'm really super excited about doing the double embossing. So it is not something that I taught myself or that I came up with. It's out on YouTube and Pinterest and stuff. And I actually saw this particular one from Brandy Cox. So it's really cool. I can't wait to show you guys because it really gives that wow factor to your card. So let's see. I hope that you guys are having a great week so far. Carol, how have you been doing? And my week has been flying by. They usually do. I have a class tomorrow at 6:30. So I'm going to be busy this afternoon and tomorrow. If you want to come to my class, it's here in Byron, Georgia. It's at 6:30. All the information is on my Facebook page under events for February 17th card class. So we would love to have you. Just make sure that you RSVP by today because I do cut and prepare specifically for each class. So, but we would love to have you. It's a lot of fun. If you've never been, that is no problem whatsoever. We're a very welcoming group of ladies, and we help each other out, and the cards are not hard to do, and we just walk you through it. So let's see. I know, I wish you could come too. It would be a lot of fun to have you here. So anyway, yeah, I so wish. But you live all the way up in New England, right? In Connecticut. Is that considered New England? I don't remember. It's been 30 something years since I've been there, or 20 something years, 28 years since I lived there, I think. 28, 29, 30, 31. Yeah, yeah, 28 years. I want to go back and see it. I really love Connecticut. It's so beautiful. I love that area, period. My husband is actually from Massachusetts. So I feel so silly. I forgot. Yeah, Connecticut is New England. I thought so. So I know there's just a small group cluster of states that are considered New England. But yeah, so my husband is from Massachusetts, Quincy, Massachusetts, to be exact. Um, so yeah, we want to get back up there sometime. Maybe one day soon. I don't know. I have a baby that I have to go see though. Did you really? Wow. What part of Massachusetts did you live in, Carol? Oh, wow. It's really a small world. That is too cool. Carol says that her dad worked in Quincy, um, Massachusetts. So that is really, really neat. So yeah, so our fifth grandchild is due July, I think it's July 27th unless it changed, July 27th or 28th. So I'm planning on going up there and I'm going to spend a little bit of time to help my daughter um, get ready and stuff like that. So I don't, Mansfield, okay, that's where you lived. Hey, Chris, glad you made it. So, yeah, so I'm going to be leaving. I'm not sure when. It all depends on when her baby shower is going to be and all that kind of stuff. But we're going to be up in New Jersey, Manhattan area. You're going to be so excited. Yes. So, all of my grandkids are so special, and I was so fortunate and blessed that I was able to be here for the first four. So I'm going to be there for the 5th one too. So it's going to be really, really cool. I didn't get to go in the delivery room for Elena or Ariella, which were the last two, because of COVID, but I still was there. So that's all that matters. And with Ariella, I think it was Ariella, we had to watch the kids. I didn't have to watch the kids. I wanted to watch the kids so that they didn't have to worry about the other 3 kids. So I wasn't at the hospital, but I was up there as soon as I could be. So anyway, enough of that, because I'm sure that you guys don't want to really hear about all the baby stuff. But anyway, so what's going on? Anything new with you guys or anything like that? So I know that with me, I do have a small, teeny tiny announcement to make. Um, it's hard for me because I'm giving up my blog. So I'm letting my blog go bye-bye. I just have been reevaluating things, and it's really not helping me much. And I get a lot of traffic on it, but I don't get um, a whole lot of customers or anything like that. So I've decided that I'm going to let it go, concentrate more on other areas of my business. So I'm going to be doing a lot more on my group page, which is Paper Crafting Together. And that's going to be a lot of fun because I can upload PDF files, tutorials, all that kind of stuff over on my group page where I can't on my business page. I've already got a challenge going on that ends Friday. It's a color challenge. So anybody who participates in that and posts a picture of their card in the comments of that challenge, they'll be entered in a drawing to win. So make sure you do that. So I'm excited about that. So I'm going to be doing more of that kind of stuff. Tutorials, like I said, I will be putting them in the file so that you guys will have access to them. Any tutorials that I do that I do a PDF file for. So I think it's going to be a lot more fun, and I'll be able to interact more with you guys. So I'm really excited about that. Sad to see my blog go, especially since I finally started getting to a point to where I was really feeling comfortable with blogging and posting on there. And but you know, some things just don't work out and some things do. So that's my announcement there. And yeah, so I'm going to hold off to do all the other housekeeping until the end of the video. But you guys ready to get stamping? Are you ready to see this technique? Some of you may have already seen it. I don't know. You may have already know about it because, like I said, it's new to me. It's not new. But this is the card that we're going to be doing. Oh, I forgot to put my camera down. Shame on me. So let me do that real quick. Let me switch this around to this one. Okay, there we go. So this is the card that we're going to do. Can you see the shiny background and then the dry emboss on that? So I'm going to show you how to do that. Hopefully, and I know this is going to sound really bad, but hopefully I have enough ink in my Versamark to do this. I went to go order a re-inker, and lo and behold, it was on back order, which, okay, I get it. Supplies are hard to get these days. I just posted about that a couple days ago yesterday about how you lose things that you just had. All right, thank you. So we're going to start off with a piece of Night of Navy cardstock. And I believe this is 4 by 5 1/4. So what we're going to do, I need a couple pieces of scrap paper here because this can be a little messy. And if you're anything like me, it's going to be messy. Okay, so what you're going to do is we're going to be using some Versamark, some clear embossing powder, some, did I say embossing folders? Embossing folders. So this one I chose to use because I thought, I don't know, you guys tell me what you think, but I thought it went really good with this particular stamp set, Positive Thoughts, with the feather. I just thought it looked kind of cool, you know, kind of like Native American, maybe. That was my thoughts anyway. So I really like this embossing folder. It is the Macrame 3D embossing folder. And then we're going to do another one that we're going to use the greenery embossing folders, and we're going to use the one with the leaves and the lines. Okay, that's the only way I know how to describe that, you guys. I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm going to put this up here. We're going to keep this out here. I need my Versamark. Did I put it? Oh, here it is. I have two pads here. One is my newer one is my older one. I'm going to try to see if I can get enough ink out of this, which I'm hoping I can, to do this. So all you want to do is just ink up your paper as well as you can. Like I said, you're going to get this stuff everywhere. So this ink pad is almost dry. So this may not turn out as great as I would like it to. Let me see if I have more ink on here. I think I do. Okay. Yeah, we do. Not a whole lot though. I need that re-inker really bad. Okay. I would be glad when things get back to normal. I don't know if that's ever going to happen though. I have hope that it will. All right, so we've inked that up pretty good. Now I'm going to take some clear embossing powder, and we're going to, ooh, I had a piece of trash in that. Let me get that out real fast. Piece of paper. Okay. And I am going to put this embossing powder all over. Hopefully I have enough embossing powder. All right. And I am just going to spread that all on our card layer. Tap it off to get the excess. Then I'm going to save what little bit is here because you don't want to waste it. It goes a long way though. It really does. I don't know how many times I didn't think I had enough and I had enough. So I really go through this stuff because I love it so much. I love embossing. I know I've told you guys that before, but I really, really do. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to bring this back in. I have a little poker tool here. I've got my heat tool because we're going to need that to melt this powder. Because what embossing powder is it's just finely ground plastic. That's all it is. So when you heat it, it melts. And it makes a really, really nice thing. So the one thing that you're going to notice about this, though, is that it does turn your cardstock darker. Come on. There we go. See the magic. Oh my gosh, I love this so much. You know, it sounds like a child in a candy store. But that's what it's like for me, honestly. I love, 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 love this. I love my job. So I do want to mention to you guys, though, remind you about Celebration. It is quickly coming to an end. So if you want to make sure that you get that free stamp set or paper or one of those Celebration items, hurry up and place your $50 purchase before tax and shipping so you can get it. There's no limit on how much you can spend either. So that's just really cool. All right, so you can tell where my ink pad is didn't ink up very well, but I think it's still going to work. It just won't be quite as shiny. And I also got another little piece of paper or something in there. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to bring in our embossing folder and our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And I know I was in the middle of telling you guys something, and I don't remember what it was. Oh, Celebration. So, and don't forget about the joining special, because when you join Stampin' Up! During Celebration, you will, I don't remember if I have to use this one or this one. Try them and see. I think it's this one, but I don't remember. It may or may not be. I'll find out in just a minute. Nope, it is not. Okay, so let's do this one. So, yeah, you get 2 free stamp sets, plus you get to choose $125 worth. It's not that one either. Okay, why can't I remember how to do this one? Maybe it's that one and that one. There we go. Okay. You know what? I need to take that sign off of there too, don't I? Let's go ahead and hide that. There we go. I'm going to run it through twice, forwards and backwards, and then you guys are going to see the magic. Here we go. You ready? Voila. Isn't that beautiful? That is so, so pretty. And it's even got a little bit like, it's got like, looks like there's white in it, but that's where the embossing powder breaks down when you run it through the embossing machine. So I love that so very much. I think that's a lot of fun. So let's go ahead and put this card together. It's a really simple card to put together. It's not hard at all. So what I've got is Bermuda Bay card base, and it is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4, or just fold it in half, whatever you like to do. I like to score it because I feel like it just gives a cleaner crease line. But sometimes I just don't score straight because I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. So therefore, I will score it crooked. Oh, no. Well, you know what? Sometimes that just happens. You know what, Carol? Sometimes that just happens. I was afraid I might have to do it this time around because I placed my order for my card class with normally plenty of time to get it. And I was really nervous that it wasn't going to come in time. It did come. I got it yesterday. And I thought, oh, no, don't tell me I'm going to have to get contraband or something, you know. But sometimes you just have to do what you have to do. Thank you, Chris. I love the colors, too. I think they're so pretty. Okay, so I just used my liquid glue and adhered that down to the card base. Now we're going to come in with a piece of basic white. This is 2 inches by, I didn't write my measurements down. So unfortunately, we will not have the blog to refer to my measurements, but 3.5. It's 2 inches by 3.5. But I will write them. You know what? I'm going to figure out how to do it on my Paper Crafting Together group page. And it is a private group, so you won't be able to see it unless you are a member there. So just request to join, and I'll approve it, and then we'll be a big happy family. Okay, so I'll figure out how to put measurements and stuff like that down on there. I'm also going to slowly start to do more videos over there to where there'll be less and less videos on my business page. So you really want to make sure that you're part of this group, part of the group, which is Paper Crafting Together. All right, so what am I doing? We are going to ink that up. So like I said, we're going to use the feather. I'm also going to be using Night of Navy, ink pad, and Bermuda Bay, my favorite color in the whole wide world. Bermuda Bay. All right, that's why I'm really, really sad that Bermuda Bay does not look like Bermuda Bay on what I'm looking at right now. Hopefully it does for you guys, but on here, no, not so much. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to randomly stamp my feathers on here, and I'm stamping off too. I'm not stamping every one of them in full strength. So I think I'm going to leave it like that. And then we are going to come in. Let me clean it off. Got my chamois here. Love the chamois. Chamois looks terrible, but chamois still works great. Okay, so now I'm going to ink up in the Night of Navy, and we're going to do the same thing. So just stamp off. Oh, I think my Night of Navy needs to be re-inked for that one. And then there, and then there. And you know what? I want more Bermuda Bay because I like Bermuda Bay. All right, so we're going to ink up the Bermuda Bay, and I'm going to stamp off and stamp here. And I'm going to stamp off and stamp right there. And I'm going to stamp off and stamp right here. And then I'm going to stamp here. And then I think we're good. Yeah, I think I like that. All right, so now we're going to come in. Oh, I need these two colors still. Duh. All right, so I need to, we've got a piece here that we're going to stamp one feather of each color. So I'm going to do one in Bermuda Bay, and then I'm going to do one in Night of Navy. All right, so what we're going to do is fussy cut those, and I believe I am done with these. So we'll put these away or to the side, close them up, put them to the side, clean this off. All right, there we go. All right, so we are going to cut these out. So these are really easy to do. You guys know, though, fussy cutting is not my forte, nor is it my favorite thing to do, but these are not hard to do at all. So I found that if I practice moving my paper and not my scissors, that it does go a lot easier. But I have to practice to do it because I'm so used to moving my scissors and doing like this. So it does move, but I have to practice it because sometimes I turn my paper a little too soon or a little too much, and then I get too close. But anyway, it's not hard to do. Part of my problem is I'm a little bit on the lazy side, so I just prefer to punch or die cut. All right, so there we go. So you guys don't have to watch me cut both of them because we already have them right there. I will save those for another card. And then we've got our circle here. So we're going to do that in Memento Tuxedo Black. And I'm using the sentiment from the stamp set as well. One of the sentiments from Positive Thoughts. I'm using Hugs and Prayers. I love this stamp set. But you know what I did? I didn't pay attention that when I got it, that it came with, you could buy the dies as a bundle. And I totally missed that. So I don't have the dies. I never bought them. I think you can still get them, but don't hold me to that. I am not 100% sure. Okay, I am going to stamp over to the right just a little bit. On my original card, I did not, and I wish that I had. Just like so. All right, so then we're going to just put our leaves on here. We're just going to kind of place them like where we want them. They're going to go just like so. This circle, I did cut a little bit of a larger one, just a tiny bit. Part of the reason why is because I wanted just some more room for the bow and stuff, not to cover the sentiment. And then the main reason is because I've lost that die. I cannot find it at all. I don't know what I did with it. So I'm just going to take a glue dot so that I can just kind of maneuver these guys around the way that I want them to go. So I'm thinking I'm kind of liking that. And then I'm going to use a glue dot again. You can use your liquid glue if you want, but I'm just going to use the glue dot. That will work for me. There we go. So now we're going to adhere this piece that we stamped to the front of our card. We're going to put that to the right-hand side and kind of centered. Hopefully that made sense. So, and we don't want to put it upside down. So right about here is where I'm going to put that. So that gives room for my circle. We're going to pop this up with dimensionals. Oh, good. I thought you could, but I wasn't sure. I should just go ahead and buy them. But my luck is I would buy them, and then when the annual catalog comes out, they'll be retired. So I'm not. I'm going to hold off. They're really not that hard to fussy cut, except for the leafy thing. That's not that easy to fussy cut, at least not for me. All right, so I'm just going to overlap just a teeny bit, like so. Kind of make sure my sentiment is straight, or as straight as my eyeballs can see. And I'm going to put some more glue on that because it is an embossed layer. So sometimes you have to put a little extra glue. Something really, really sticky. Hey, Lynette. So if you guys have joined me and have commented and I haven't said anything to you, it's because I missed it. So welcome, welcome. I'd love for you guys to say hi if you have not said hi, because we all love to say hi right back. All right, so there's that one. So is that not the coolest? I love it. I think it is really cool. So here is what it looks like when your ink pad is nice and wet. The ink pad, not so nice and wet, but it still looks great though, doesn't it? I think it's really, really cool. And can you tell the difference in the darkness when you get that real thick embossed, heat embossed look? It's so pretty. All right, so the next one we're going to do, I've got a piece of Highland Heather. We're going to do the same thing for this one, but we're going to use a different, what am I saying? I don't want to get any, a different folder, different embossing folder. That's what I'm trying to say. So you just want to ink this up best that you can. So yeah, so having a re-inker would be great. I might have to do that, Carol. I looked yesterday to see when it was going to be available. I think it's still, what, at least a week or two out? I don't know. But anyway, it's okay. We just improvise, right? Everybody's having problems getting their shipments in. It's just the times. Oh, thanks, Lynette. I know. I really like it too. Hopefully I got enough on there. I don't think I did. I don't think I'm going to be doing much embossing, though. There we go. There we go. I got it going now. I think I got it now. There we go. Okay. Oops. All right. I'm good with that. Okay. So now we're going to bring back in our clear embossing powder. And I think I'm going to change this out because I don't want my embossing powder to stick to the Versamark on the scrap piece of paper, because I want to save every bit I can save. So we are just going to spread that on there. Just slide it around and down. There we go. I'm good with that. And did I spill any? I did, of course. Of course I did. Okay, so let's put that right back in there. That's the only thing with embossing powder, is it can be very messy. Oh, thank you, Carol. Yeah, I think they will retire too. They've been with us for a while. I hate to see it go because I really do love that Sam set. Okay, so our heat tool. There's a couple of them that are my favorites, and maybe I ought to start using them more again because they've been around for a while. All right, so I've got this nice and heated. Where is my pokey tool? Here it is. Got it. All right, so I'm just going to hold that down right there. We're going to get this going till that magic starts happening, and there it goes. Woo-hoo. Love it. Does it make you guys as excited as it makes me? Because I just think it's so cool. I think I need to put my glasses on though. This one's kind of harder to see, or at least for me.
Oh, I never finished telling you guys about the joining special. So yeah, so you get 2 free stamp sets. You get to choose $125 worth of product. Shipping is free, so that is a savings in itself. And it's only $99 plus tax. So it's really, really amazing deal, I think, anyway. Awesome deal to sign up because, like I said, you get to choose $125 worth of free product plus 2 free stamp sets of your choice. And we have some stamp sets that are $25, $26. So that's quite a savings. You don't have to do what I do. You don't have to sell. You don't have to do Facebook Live. You don't have to do YouTubes. You don't have to hold classes. You could be a discount shopper or hobbyist, whatever you choose. It would totally be up to you. And that's all you have to do. So it would be really great. It's a lot of fun. And I think that this one does use, if I can find it. Here it is. This one uses this one. I think. Don't hold me to it. We'll find out here in a minute. Thank you so much for the likes. Oh, you guys, please remember to like this video, share this video, and comment in the video because that's what really helps. Facebook really likes to see the comments and the shares. That seems to be really important to them for their, what do you call it, algorithmizations, or I can't even say the word, but anyway, they really like that. And there we go. So there we go. Is that, look at that. Look how that really, that waxed did that. Well, it's not really wax, but isn't that cool how that, I love this technique. Okay, so I'm going to move this out of the way. That's what I'm going to do. Move this out of the way. We're going to bring this. I'm not going to show you the card. I'm going to wait. You'll see when it's done. Okay, the only problem is that I didn't bring over my markers, and this has a little bit of coloring to it. So, did I score this one? I did, barely. All right, so we're going to fold this in half. I can feel embossing powder everywhere. Hold on one second. Let me get this. That stuff does get everywhere, though. Okay, so we've got crumb cake is our card base. It's the same measurements, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. It's just a half a sheet of cardstock cut in half. That's what it is. So let me show you because I know I've had a request for this. So let me show you real quick. Let me get a piece real fast. And we will use, what will we use? You know what? We will use a piece of Bermuda Bay. Okay, so here's a full sheet of cardstock. It is, what is it, 8.5 by 11. So it's 11 by 8.5. So there's 2 different ways that you could cut it to get 2 card bases. You can stick it in at portrait where the 8.5 side is up at the top of your cutter, your trimmer, whatever you use. And then you just measure this one at 4 1/4, okay? And then you just slice it down and cut it. My favorite one is the one where you cut it at 5.5 in the landscape mode. So where the 11-inch side is up at the top and you just bring it over to 5.5 inches and then you score it. But let me show you something else too. This is a little quick tip here. So when you're doing multiples of cards, if you've got, like, you're doing Christmas cards, or maybe you're trying to stamp out all your birthday cards or get well cards or whatever you're doing, and you know that you're going to make several of them. Okay, so when you know which cut you want, then what you can do is, I know that I like the 5.5 one, so I'm going to score this at 4 1/4. Then I'm going to turn it and I'm going to cut it at 5.5. Now, when I do this, I have 2 card bases that are cut and scored and ready to go. So hopefully that is a good little tip for you guys. Okay, so I am going to bring this in. We're going to adhere this one right over on this side like that. So I'm going to make sure that I put quite a bit of glue on this, because when it's embossed, you can see that you have less paper to adhere to. So you kind of have to use a little bit of extra glue, or at least I think you do. Am I putting that upside down? No, I don't know. I don't think it matters. Okay, so I'm just going to stick this right about there, and I'm good with that. And then we've got another piece of paper. This is 2 inches by, I think this is 4 and a quarter. 2 inches by 4 and a quarter, I believe. So 2 inches by 4 and a quarter, right? 4 and a quarter. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to stamp our image on here. So we are using one of the free celebration items. This is a $100 item. It's level 2, where you have to purchase $100 before tax and shipping to choose this one. This one also comes with a pack of paper, 12 by 12. This beautiful paper. I don't have any right next to me to show you, but I have used it on my videos. So if you watch me, you've seen them. But it's Friendly Hello. This has got a lot of images in here. This is a great value to get for free. Okay, so I will have all the links to everything that I talk about and some things that I forget to talk about on my in the description. So if you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much for joining with us. I know that you're not live, but we really do appreciate you joining in. And if you have not subscribed to my video, I hope that you do so by clicking that red subscribe button down below. Make sure you ring the bell icon so that YouTube will notify you with any new videos that I upload, so you don't miss anything. We're going to use that same image. Oh, also please give me a thumbs up, because YouTube really likes that. And I really love to hear from you guys. I really do. I love to hear what you think. I love to hear your comments. Read your comments, not hear them. And I do answer back. It might take me a couple of days or two, but I do. Okay, so now I'm just going to stamp down the hugs, prayers, and love. And then what we're going to do is color that. And I forgot to get our blends. So I'm going to just grab a handful of these. Actually, I'm just going to grab this one box and hope that everything I need is in this one box. And I think I used, what colors did I use? I think I used Granny Apple Green. All right, so we've got some light Granny Apple Green, but I think I used the dark. So we've got dark Granny Apple Green. I've got Highland Heather, because our little embossed layer is Highland Heather. So I've got a little bit of that. I think I threw in a little bit. I think I did this with you guys last week, I think. No, what did we do last week? No, maybe I didn't. I did it somewhere. I don't remember where. I just don't remember where. Okay, that's Fresh Freesia. That's Fresh Freesia. This is dark Highland Heather. All right, no, that's what I wanted. Okay, and then we want some crumb cake. And I want some dark petal pink, I think. Light and dark crumb cake. And I think I did petal pink. Dark petal pink. I'm gonna keep those out. I'm not sure. And then I know we did some Daffodil Delight. Okay, I'm pretty sure those are the colors. I know there's a lot of colors here. So the first thing I'm gonna do is do my stems and my leaf. And I'm just gonna color this stem green because I want to. No, seriously. I just look at this as like this is a fresh new growth. And I've got to put my glasses on, guys. And I don't know what I did with them. So here they are. All right. I got to put my readers on. Okay. So I'm not sure that made it better, though. Uh-oh. Okay. So If I go blind, it won't be the end of the world, but it sure would make me sad because I will have to figure out how to do my paper crafting blind. I'll have to, maybe I can invent some stuff. Invent a way. I would have to come up with something because that's what would be so sad, that I wouldn't be able to do this anymore, and I wouldn't be able to share with you guys and get together and hang out with you, which is the highlight of my Wednesdays. Okay, here we go. There we go. So we've got our little stem there colored. I'm going to color my flowers next. So we're going to use dark Highland Heather, and this is what I did. I used dark Highland Heather, and I just, oh, I did a YouTube video. That's what I did, and I think I did this color combination. I actually think I did this exact same image, but it was a different card. It wasn't the same type of card. Okay, and I think I shared it on my Facebook page too, so if you want to go check that out, that would be great. Okay, so I'm just doing where the artist who made these stamps drew all the shading lines, so it makes it easier for me because it's very hard for me sometimes to figure out where the proper shading is. So if I have a little help, I'm going to use it. So there we go. So we got that. Now I'm going to come in with light fresh freesia. And I think that these two colors actually go nicely together. When it's wet, it looks a little bright. You're thinking, oh, but wait till it dries, and it is really pretty. I really think it's gorgeous, actually. I love mixing different colors together and having some fun and blending them. I think it's a lot of fun. All right, so I'm going to do that to this one. And I'm not quite going all the way to the ends on these either. I'm leaving a little bit of a white tip to the tips of my petals, just kind of like an extra highlight thing. Highlight thingy, you know? So there we go. So as that's drying, I think that that's really pretty. Okay, so can you guys see that? Oh, the color on the screen is not as pretty as it is in person. So pretty. All right, so I am going to use some Daffodil Delight. I just grabbed the dark, but I think it would be pretty with maybe a light Daffodil Delight or something like that. Okay, so now I'm going to come in with my dark crumb cake, and we're just going to do a brown bird. So I'm going to draw where all his feathers are, draw color. It's already been drawn for me. Yay, because you really don't want to see my drawing. Because just like I can't see straight, cut straight, fold straight, can't draw a straight line either. I kid you not. You should see my stick people. Maybe one day I'll draw one just so you guys can see. That would be fun, huh? I think it would be kind of humorous. You guys would get a good kick out of that. Okay, so I'm going to come up like that. So now what I'm going to do is I think I am going to come in with some dark petal pink. I don't think I did on my sample card, but I think I'm going to here on this one. All right, so now I'm going to come in with my light crumb cake, and we're going to just blend these colors in nicely together, and they're going to look beautiful. Oh, look at that. Isn't that pretty? Like I told you, play with your blends. It's a lot of fun when you can come up with some great color combinations. That just looks so beautiful, and it makes your images come alive. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I love that. Let me bring it up a little bit closer for you. So that is just so pretty. And you can add more if you wanted to make that more of a peachy pinky brown. So like so. I don't know if you can see that or not. Isn't that so pretty? Oh my gosh, I love it. All right, so now let's finish putting our card together. So all we're going to do, I told you these are simple cards. Just a little bit more work on the technique. But it, as you saw, it's not hard at all to do either. It just takes a little time. That's all. So we're going to use dimensionals, and we're going to pop these up just like so. You can use any embossing folder that you want. I would that you want to do with these. Just play with your embossing folders and have fun. I think any of your wood embossing folders would be really, really cool on maybe some brown cardstock, like maybe crumb cake, or soft suede would probably be beautiful in this technique. Early espresso would be nice too. So I'm just placing that right there. I think I got it straight. It looks straight. All right, you guys can tell me if it's straight or not. All right, so now we're just going to put a middle size, medium size, middle size, whatever you want to call it, gem. These are the, oh shoot, forgot the name. They're the Iridescent Gems, I think. Iridescent Rhinestones. I don't remember the name. They're iridescent. I do know that much. Oh, piece of lint on there. And we're just going to put that right next to the love. And there we go. So is that not a cool technique? And doesn't it really step your cards up so something really simple doesn't look so simple? But it was. You're getting what stamp set? The Positive Thoughts? Or which one, Carol? Thank you, guys. Thank you. Oh, so I love this technique. I'll probably be using it a little bit more. I might even have a class on it. I got to get more inker. I don't know. We'll have to see. Maybe not, because it does take a lot of ink. But anyway, so there's the card. So I hope, oh, I did forget to do something. On this one, I had a little bit of, I don't remember the name of it, but it is from, I did have it here. I have it right here. It's the Flowers for Every Season ribbon combo pack. It's got that Misty Moonlight and Basic White and Silver. Here, I still have a little bit left right here. See if you guys can, let me get it up against something, maybe black. Maybe black will show it. So I don't know if you guys can see the silver in there. So it's just baker's twine, and it's got white, Misty Moonlight, and silver. So it's really, really pretty. That, and then I don't have any more. I've used it all up. But this is, shoot, I forgot the name. It's Just Jade ribbon, and then some white ribbon too. So it's a really nice combo pack. And we're going to put some ribbon on that. But I think I'm going to do some, not baker's twine, but linen thread on this one and see how I like it. I do like that Misty Moonlight though. And see how Misty Moonlight goes with the Night of Navy. I think it's really cool. That's one of the things that I absolutely love about Stampin' Up is how their colors coordinate so well with each other. Now, not from Celebration. Oh, okay, I gotcha. Friendly Hello. Yeah, that's a great stamp set. You're going to really love it. Really awesome. I've been debating on whether or not I'm going to do my BOGO this year when the new annual catalog comes out. In the years past, I've done them. I've usually regretted it because I would need something for personal use. It got twisted. You guys couldn't see it, but it was twisted. I said, let's just retie this instead of trying to untwist it. or untangle it. It was tangled. Let me show you a trick. I don't know if you're going to be able to see me do it. How about maybe this will work. So when you are unrolling it and it's all curly like that, you can take it and run it against a blunt edge. I'm trying to do it on this ink pad, but I'm going to end up doing it on the edge of my desk here. You can just run that through that, and then that will help take some of the curliness out of it so that it's easier to tie. So that's a little tip there too. So you guys got 2 tips today for the price of 1. Oh, and a new technique. I'm rocking and rolling. I'm playing with you guys now, having fun. Told you I love this. Okay, so we're just going to put that linen thread. I like the linen thread, but I think the Misty Moonlight looks really pretty on there. This would probably show up better if I did a double bow, but you guys I have kept you on here long enough. I am blessed that you guys have hung out with me. And, oh, I just pulled that. Here we go. Yeah. Okay, we're going to get this yet. Hang in there with me. Oh, I do have some things, reminders to go over too real quick. Host code, let me do that real fast here. So I'm going to come here. I'm going to come here. We are going to change this over to here. So tell me which one is your favorite one, too. Whether you like the Night and Navy with the feathers or you like the Highland Heather with the birdie birds and the flowers. Okay, so let me just go over these real quick. It won't take me but a quick minute. Okay, so do not forget the host code with any of your online orders. Where is it at? Right here. So with any of your online orders, please use this host code if your orders are $150 or less before tax and shipping. Please use this host code because that is what helps me to be able to keep bringing you awesome inspiration and ideas, and your free gifts. Let's see here. Let's see. If your order is over $150, I want you to keep that and use it for yourself. So let me see, what is this one? Oh, this one is the new kit in the kids collection. I know I mentioned it last week. This is the magnetic board, and it is the kind of like a chore list or to-do list or something like that. So it's really cute. It's a home decor item. It's a really awesome, awesome kit to have too. Then don't forget, all together, the markers are in very low inventory. I forgot to check today, but yesterday they were in very low inventory. When they go on back order, they will not be orderable until they get them in, and we don't know when that will be. So the Sweet collection is when those markers go on back order, you will not be able to get the Sweet collection either. So if that's something that you're thinking about that you would like to get, you might want to hurry up and do that. There is a little bit of an urgency to that. Don't forget my class tomorrow night, February 17th at 6:30. You can find all the information under events on this page that you're on right now watching, Sponge and Stamp with Tina. Just look under the events, look for the February 17th class, and all your information that you need is there. There is a link to RSVP on there as well. Excuse me, what's this one? Okay, so this one is the Waves of Ocean or the Ocean of Waves. It's one of the two. This is going to be available March 2nd or 3rd. I'm not sure which day. They want to say the 2nd, but it might be the 3rd. It is a new release. Same with this one altogether. Some of these items will be carrying over into the new catalog. Some of them will not be, so don't take a chance. And that's going to be the same thing with this one right here with the Oceans of Waves, Waves of Ocean, Ocean of Waves.
So it's a beautiful collection. I don't have it, but it's really beautiful. And again, I believe some of these items aren't carrying over either. Some of them are. So if you want that, make sure that come the day it releases, which I'll make sure I have the right dates listed for you guys too, so you know, get it, because it will probably sell out fast and go into back order. When things go into back order, you know how the shipping thing is with the whole world. So we don't want that to happen. We don't want you to miss out on it. My newsletter, I did not update my little flyer for that because it has the paper pumpkin for this month, which is now it's too late to get it. So if you wanted that, I'm so sorry. My newsletter, if you want to stay up to date with everything that I'm doing with classes, with when I start back up my online classes, all kinds of stuff, a free card tutorial every month I send to you, and that is strictly just for my email friends. So nobody else sees those card tutorials. The card goes away. Well, somebody might get it in the mail, but they won't know that that was the free card tutorial. But anyway, yes, that is strictly for my email friends. So if you want that free card tutorial every month, make sure that you sign up. I'll put the sign up link in the description too, either on top or below, depending on where you're watching from. And I think that is it. Don't forget, celebration's ending soon. It is already February 16th. You've got a little over a week so left to snatch up those free items. Okay, thank you guys so much for joining me today. I have had fun on here with you guys. I'm so blessed to have you guys and to be able to be silly and be kooky and share inspiration with you guys. I really do love it. I love my job. It is not a cliche. I really am one of those people who love their job. So you guys have a great, fantastic rest of the week, and I will see you later. Doodly-doo. Bye. I gotta look over here and end broadcast. Bye.